It's time for Government News with Julie Ashton and Jacqueline Lopez reporting.
Good morning. Today's top stories are mass media today, the development of media politics, reporting the news and public opinion, the media's agenda-setting function, and understanding the mass media. And here's Jackie with our first story.
Thanks, Julia. In recent news, mass media has become the center of attention. While campaigning to become president, Barack Obama went door-to-door in small Iowa town, asking for their support in the upcoming election. The few people Barack Obama talked to didn't make much of a difference, but the camera crew following him sure did. This is called a media event, which is an event staged for the purpose of being covered. Back to you, Julia.
Thanks, Jackie. Now let's talk to Kayla, who will be talking about the development of media politics.
Hey Julia, this is Kayla reporting from the hallways of Hillcrest High. I have a question for you. Do you think there were cameras when the Constitution was written?
No.
Good, because if you did, you'd be stupid. The media didn't become a part of politics until President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt promised the press 2 press conferences a week. They started a close relationship between politics and press. They were like 2 peas in a pod until the early 1960s. After the Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal, the press began to work in an environment of cynicism. Today, reporters are involved in investigative journalism, which is in-depth reporting to show scandals, scams, and schemes. There are 2 types of media, print media and broadcast media. Print media includes newspapers or magazines, and broadcast media includes things like radio, television, and the internet. Back to you, Julia.
Thanks, Kayla. Over time, broadcasting has turned to narrowcasting. Instead of focusing on reaching out to a large group of people, television stations focus on small groups. And now it's time for Fun Facts with Finn.
Did you know in many other countries, major television stations are owned by the government? The more you know.
And now it's time for nobody's favorite game show, everyone's favorite game show. This week's competitors are Daniel and Danny. Are you 2 ready?
Yes.
What is a trial balloon?
A trial balloon is an intentional leak for the purpose of assessing the political situation.
What are beets?
Oh, I got this. Is it a vegetable?
Dana, Danny, don't be so dumb. Beets are specific locations from which news frequently emanates. And now onto our next question. What is a soundbite? It looks like we're having some technical difficulties. So a soundbite are short video clips of approximately 10 seconds. Most often they are from a politician's speech. Well, folks, it was really close, but looks like our winner today is Daniel. And now to Tyler, who will be talking to us about news and the public opinion.
Thanks, Julia. Most conservatives argue that media is biased against them. Studies have shown that newspaper reporters are more likely to be liberals, but there isn't evidence that their political view affect their coverage. Television news alters the priorities of certain circumstances of American people. Back to you, Julia.
Next up, we have another segment of Fun Facts with Finn.
A policy agenda is the list of problems government officials have to deal with. Policy entrepreneurs are people who invest their capital in a certain issue. The more you know.
Thanks again, Finn, for those wonderful fun facts. As we near the end of our program, we enter How to Understand the Mass Media.
Bernard Cohen said, "No major act of the American Congress, no foreign adventure, no act of diplomacy, no great social reform can succeed unless the press prepares the public mind. In a way, the media helps to keep our government officials in check. Isn't that just lovely?" Well, that's all we have for tonight, folks. Good day, and go Cougars!